5 most useless megaprojects. Architectural development signifies a country's growth and economic status. However, some of the countries have taken this to another level and wasted billions of dollars on some megaprojects, all for nothing. From abandoned cities to airports and forest cities, we have gathered a list of some megaprojects in the world that have gone to waste. And let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about the 5 most useless megaprojects. So without any further delay, let's jump right into it. Interstate H3, Hawaii. Do you know that a capital city was built for millions of people, but it's practically empty, and the US wasted practically $17 billion for this mega project? The 26-kilometer-long Interstate H3 passes through one of the most stunning landscapes in the world, and the view of this highway was so stunning that it raised concerns over people stopping and creating traffic hazards. This mega project was first proposed in 1960, with many defense considerations in the mind, because the highway connected Pearl Harbor Naval Base on the south side of Marine Corps Air Station on the East Coast. However, the project immediately met resistance from the environmental group as well as the natives because of the massive urbanization the project would bring, so these challenged delays in construction for 26 years. Finally, its construction began in 1989, and the highway was opened in 1997. Interstate H3 is often considered an engineering marvel because of the difficult terrain it is built on and the advanced tech used in its construction. The total cost of construction was $1.3 billion, which is about $50 million per kilometer, which turned out to be the most expensive cost per kilometer in the entire world. Despite the enormous budget which was allocated for this mega project, it's a complete waste of resources and money because critics call it a road to nowhere because the defense considerations of the 60s are no longer relevant and the highway has no direct route to downtown Honolulu. In addition, as for natives, they refuse to use this road as they consider it cursed because many religiously significant sites were destroyed during its construction. Although Interstate H3 highly is an absolute achievement as far as the mega projects are concerned, however, it's completely useless for people. Ciudad Rey, our central airport, Spain. As we all know that Spain is one of the most exotic tourist destinations, and it was the prime reason when the idea to build Ciudad Rey, our central airport, was proposed. It was meant to be the go-to destination for holiday travelers within Spain, as well as international visitors, as the airports in Spain are always heavily crowded. So the main vision for this airport was to make it an alternative to main airports in Madrid. This new airport had one of the top 5 longest runways in Europe and can serve 2 million passengers a year, although that's a relatively low number compared to Madrid's 70 million passenger capacity. Expansion plans were already set in motion to boost the capacity up to 10 million annually. So this mega project finally became operational in 2009. However, these plans came to a halt in 2012 when the company behind the project went bankrupt. The problems with the project began due to its location because while it was named Central Airport, it was in no way central as it was located 200 kilometers away from Madrid. Therefore, passengers avoided traveling for hours to get to the remote location, and most of the big airlines also preferred carrying flights from the capital, with no major airlines to attract passengers. The airport had accumulated $350 million in debt by 2012. Unsurprisingly, the airport was put up for auction in 2013, and after multiple auctions fell through, including an outrageous $12,000 offer, the airport was finally sold to new owners in 2019. After that, while COVID destroyed many businesses, it gave this airport a new lifeline. With little hope of passengers returning, the new owners of the airport reinvented it as a home for grounded airplanes given its dry climate, long runway, and spaciousness. This new storage approach gave the airport a much-needed business opportunity. However, all of these storage plans could eventually fail again once the pandemic restrictions are off and the lives of people go back to normal. Naypyidaw, Myanmar. Third useless project on our list today is the capital of Myanmar, which was built from scratch. What actually happened was that in 2002, the former military leader of Myanmar started building this capital in secrecy, and in November 2005, he announced his decision of shifting the capital, but he did not reveal the name of the city at that time. It was 4 months later when he finally revealed the name Naypyidaw, which literally means the king's residence. This sudden shift of capital brought in many speculative theories from the people. However, it was later revealed that it had a lot to do with the former capital, Yangon, which is home to 7 million people, and the city is said to have reached its infrastructural limits. Moreover, Yangon was made the capital during the British rule fuel to benefit the British Navy, so it made sense for Myanmar to shift to a more central location. To this date, the government has poured in almost $4 billion in this mega project. And if you look, the new capital has everything to attract visitors: a 20-lane highway, over 100 luxury hotels, divided into 3 hotel districts, golf courses, museums, and even 99-meter-tall replica of the landmark originally situated in Yangon. However, one major thing that is missing is its population. The new capital is home to less than 1 million people, and most of which reside in suburbs that were present long before it was made capital. So the city often paints the picture of a deserted place and is often referred to as a ghost town. Despite the bareness, it is considered as a city for the future exploding new population of Myanmar, but for now, it's arguably the world's strangest capital. Forest City, Malaysia. After the Ghost City, the next useless mega project on our list is a green futuristic smart city. The project was initially being funded through China and the Chinese residents who virtually had a free pass to the city in the first few years of its construction. As a result, many wealthy Chinese investors who could not afford the soaring prices of apartments in their own country rushed to the Forest City. The huge influx of Chinese investors caused a public outcry with opponents of the project, calling it a new form of colonialism. So after a change of leadership, the returning Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad banned foreigners from owning property in the Forest City. After that, many foreigners started leaving the country, and investors were discouraged. After that, a major setback came in the form of the pandemic and the worldwide travel bans. Therefore, lots of existing investors opted out of the project due to the uncertainty, and by the start of 2020, less than 500 people were actually living in the residential developments, considering that Forest City was actually designed for 700,000 people. So this mega project was too futuristic and too much politically challenged to be successful. And it's safe to assume that despite billions of dollars invested in the city, it is currently a useless mega project. Yucca Mountain, Nevada. We will conclude our list with another useless mega project that was planned in a view of a sensitive global issue. To deal with the problem of growing nuclear waste on Earth, the US authorities set about finding a permanent solution to the problem by disposing the waste deep underground. In 1987, Yucca Mountain in Nevada was identified as the best location to dispose of the nuclear waste in a tunnel complex which was 300 meters down under Yucca Mountain. The prime purpose of selecting this mountain was that it is made of volcanic ash formed millions of years ago, so it would be able to absorb radioactive emissions. However, there was huge opposition from the general public, as well as Congress representatives, as it was believed that the site was unsuitable for a repository, as it runs the risk of contaminating a nearby water source. Despite all the conflicts, Nevada seems to have won the battle after 4 decades. Decades of planning, legal troubles, and over $17 billion have gone into the Yucca Mountain project. But after all the effort, it has never been used and remains a useless mega project. And that's all for today, guys. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon for more amazing videos. And thank you for watching.